Hey guys, I'm Kyle Milan. We're back at day 3 at IMTS 2024 at the Dormer Pramet booth. This is going to be the last day that we go live. Tomorrow we've got a fireside chat roundtable discussion. You guys will have to hold off and wait for that content in the next couple of weeks. But today I'm joined with Kristian, who is in charge of your business development manager.
Yeah.
And where are you based out of?
I'm based in Europe, Denmark.
Okay.
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Yeah.
All right. So Kristian, tell me, how did you first get started in the industry?
It's actually a quite interesting story because I actually started as I was 16 as a machine operator.
Okay.
At a small family-owned business in Denmark. My dad actually got me that job, so I educated myself within machining. So using my hands, CAM programming, and stuff like that.
Wow.
And then later on, I worked at different workshops, bigger workshops as well. And then the opportunity came to be a technical specialist and at a tooling company. Took the chance, worked myself into the business, and yeah.
And here you
27 years I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was there something specifically that got you into the industry with that first job? Did you like working with things at home? Were you mechanically inclined? Or was it, hey, this job's open, I need money, go get it?
No, it was actually, I was a bit tired of school.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get out there and use my hands and have fun instead of studying. So I decided to go and use my hands and go out in the real life and work with adult people. And then later on, I then started to educate myself and do some. I did a master in Lean, Six Sigma. I've done an MBA management, and started to build on my basic knowledge from that time.
Yeah. So that's a great story, and that's where we need more kids doing that these days, because getting that next generation in, there's such a gap, and kids these days are like, I don't think that they understand how interesting the manufacturing world is, or that you're probably the 10th, 12th person in the last 3 days I've talked to that's like, oh yeah, I've been in it for 25 years. Yeah. Started out as a kid, loved it. So that's great to hear. So what is it that you do at Dormer Pramet?
I mean, basically, as you said in the beginning, I'm business development manager, but not for tools, mostly for services.
Okay.
So what we do is we're trying to differentiate ourselves. We create services for our customers that make sense to them, but also make business for us, obviously, and then differentiate ourselves a bit on the market.
Yeah.
We want to promote ourselves as a company that is easy to work with, but also benefit you as a customer if you work with us.
Yeah. So the services that you're dealing with are they're not just product focused, right? So we already talked to people yesterday about, here's a product, we want to sell you this tool, but then what happens after that? It's like all of the services around it that support it to be that value add of working with you guys over the competition.
Yeah, exactly. You're completely right. You're completely right.
So what's some new things that you guys have this year or coming up that from a service standpoint?
Thanks for asking, because we're actually launching something really cool, some data, tooling data. But not only tooling data in a catalog or on our webpage, but actually we are putting, I don't know if it's probably difficult to see on the camera, but I welcome everybody to come down here and check this out, because we have data codes. You can call it QR codes, but we call them data codes on the tools, which is actually possible to scan with your phone if you have our app. So if you download the mBridge app on App Store, you can get access to the app, and you can come here and scan the tools. And what you then do, when you then see or get, when you scan the tools, you will get all the tooling data you need to be able to program your program with the tools. You can go directly to our webpage and check out cutting data, what inserts fitting in the tools, spare parts and everything. That part is linked from the app. Furthermore, you will actually be able to improve your cooperation on the workshop floor by using the app, because as soon as you scan the tool, the first guy, and now I will paint a picture for you.
Yeah.
Imagine the machine operator comes to the cabinet. He needs a new tool. He picks out this tool from the cabinet, sees it's brand new. He scans the tool, get all the information there, but then there is also a condition rating feature. So he can rate the actual condition on the tool. And since this is a brand new tool, he will have to rate it a 5-star.
Yeah, have to.
So he then goes to the machine. He starts machining, and when he's done machining, maybe he have had it in the machine for a week. He can then rate it again. Say, okay, I actually had a little mistake, so one of the tip seats are worn out a bit, but it still works perfectly for roughing.
Yep.
So he can rate it maybe as a 3-star tool now.
Yeah.
Downrate it. And the good part about this is it's only his colleagues that sees the rating. It's not a public rating
right. You guys don't get notified, hey, they gave you guys a 3.
No. This is not a tool rating. This is a condition of the tool rating.
Right.
So the next operator picks up the tool.
Yeah.
He can then see the history of the tool.
Okay.
So he can see who's used it, when is it used, and the operators can put in comments as well.
Yeah.
If there is something they want to explain the next operator.
Yep.
So this is one of the cool features, I believe, and this is also what the customer says when I talk to them, that this is really cool.
Yeah, for those that can't see it at home, it's like a mini QR code customized to that tool, right? To go to that web page to log it into their app for traceability. Exactly. How did that idea come up? Like somebody's like, you know what? Let's QR code our tools. Everybody's QR coding business cards and at booths. Let's just do it on our tools.
Yeah. The idea basically is because we want to make it simple.
Yeah.
We want to make it simple for our customers. We also want to get rid of all the paper catalogs out there.
Yeah.
It's not good for the environment either.
Yeah.
So having everything you need directly on the tool is really good for our customers. What's good for us is that we have all tools marked will have an individual item number.
Okay.
So not one tool will be equal.
So you guys are customizing it on every single tool as you guys are making it. You're engraving the QR code to the tool and that specific serial number or something of the tool.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So meaning if you have 10 of these and scan them, none of them are having the same ID number.
Okay.
And you can then obviously also in your factory have 10 different tools with 10 different ratings, even though it's basically the same tool. But you can
So you can look at it, and is that are the customers interacting with that through the app that you guys have that shows their inventory, or is it a different system?
That's a different system.
So when they scan it, it goes into a different system that tracks their entire shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
The what we would like to do in the future, we would obviously like to be able to connect the rating or the time tracker. There's also a pretty good time tracker in here, so the operator can also put in the time he used the tool.
Yep.
So, for example, with the solid carbide tools, a solid carbide end mill, a 1-inch end mill or a 20 millimeter end mill, they are pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And if you ask any customer on this exhibition, do you have a lot of end mills in your cabinet at home, only used one time, but you do not dare to put it in a machine again?
Yeah.
They will say a lot.
Yeah.
What do you do with the tools? Either I throw them out, we do recycling, or I regrind them.
Okay.
But I don't dare to put it in the machine again.
Yeah.
Because they don't know the history.
Yep.
If you scan the tool, you will know the history. You will know who used it the first time. And if you have a good cooperation on workshop floor, they will put the timing in it.
Yep.
And they will put a comment in it. I've used it in stainless steel, so please don't use it in steel.
Yep.
You can easily use it in stainless because I only used it for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
With this amount of, with this cutting speed and cutting depth. And,
so complete traceability of the history of the tool in the shop, which should improve. I have to assume over time it's going to reduce total cost of ownership, right?
Absolutely.
And that's got to be something, the significant amount of money that tool shops are spending on this. If you look at, if you had to estimate any sort of reduction, we're talking like 10% reduction of tooling costs, 20%. Has anybody crunched those numbers yet, or is still waiting to see?
We're waiting to see, obviously, but my estimation will be that you will easily be able to save 15 to 20%.
Okay.
Also because you don't have to order a new tool before you know the one you actually have is worn out.
Yeah.
So you don't need basically to have a security stock.
Right.
You don't need to put capital into having money on the shelf.
Yep.
You know.
So we're freeing up cash flow.
Exactly.
Right, because you don't have to order ahead and have a stock of things when those jobs come up. So freeing up cash flow plus reducing the overall expenditure that you're having on it. Plus you have traceability.
Yeah.
It's got to increase efficiency at some level. The machinist knowing where the tool has been has to be able to increase the efficiency to say, I'm not guessing I know it. I scanned it, I looked at the history, so I'm going right into the machine to start making parts.
Yeah, and the purchase department don't have to order tools until they have a tool in the system with 1-star rating.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that.
That's great. How has the market responded so far to the data side of it?
We are the first one showing this live and a convention like this.
Yep.
The app was live on App Store recently.
Okay.
So people haven't been able actually to download the app yet.
Okay.
So
this is a first release.
Yeah.
Right. This is like releasing for the first time publicly in this type of context at IMTS.
Yes.
I have to imagine that you guys just explaining it to the massive amount of booth traffic you guys are getting. People have to be excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And this is a corporation. This is an industrial corporation. So it's an industrial corporation to actually trying to create a new industrial sort of standard for the digital twins of your tools.
Yeah.
You know, so this is we try to actually contribute to the industry 4.0.
Yeah.
A lot of customers having a lot of data, but not using the data don't make us closer to industry 4.0.
Right.
But actually putting data on the tool and actually give the customers the capability of using the data proactively to optimize.
Yeah.
Is a part of what we call industry 4.0 simply.
Yeah, I think that you worded that perfectly because people are used to, I mean, you got your ERP system that's tracking your machine time.
Yeah.
You're tracking throughput, uptime, downtime, preventive maintenance, all that. You've got quality systems checking. How many parts did I make? I was supposed to make 100. I only made 98, scrap rate, etc. So your contribution to Industry 4.0 is putting this on the tool. I think it's an amazing idea.
Exactly.
And you guys are first to the market with it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And so this is you guys are setting the bar.
Hopefully.
And that's what we love to see here, especially at IMTS.
Yeah.
Those companies that are coming out with new, innovative, like most people are like, oh, the robots, the stuff that moves and all the exciting stuff. But this is significant. I want people to understand like the traceability that you have to it, the reduction in capital and having your cash out there. I mean, that's massive.
Yeah.
So what else are you guys doing besides the tooling this year that's somewhat new?
You know, as a global company, as Dormer Pramet, and also as a business development manager, we need to also think about the environment.
Yep.
So we're also launching a Dormer Pramet recycling program at IMTS this year in US.
Okay.
So our new program is actually a cooperation between the Sandvik family.
Okay. Which is massive.
Which is the biggest within tooling.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have developed a program together with what we call SMS, Sandvik Machining Solutions.
Okay.
So all of us are trying to do the right thing by having this recycling program. And the recycling program we have created, and the recycling program Dormer Pramet is launching here, is actually a program that makes it easy for the customer to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Because previously, a customer he's aware of all the bad stuff that we have in our inserts, and he is aware of he needs to recycle it. He's aware of the sustainability sort of story out there, but it has been too complicated. Now we have made it easy. So we will provide the customers with the boxes. Wow. So when they are signed up for the program, we will give them access to our recycling web. We will provide them with boxes or barrels, with obviously our logo on them.
Yeah.
So we can have a little marketing out there as well. You know? And then on the web that we have, and people are mostly welcome to come down here and see it for themselves and see how it works. As soon as they have access to the web, they can order a pickup of carbide.
Oh, wow.
So they can go in and order a pickup on the web, and then as soon as they have submitted the pickup document, they will have a shipment label to put on the box or the barrel or what do you have. And then within a week, we will pick it up at the customer side.
Okay.
We will drive it to what we call a collecting point, which are actually their task is to check the material to make sure that there is 500 pounds as the customer said there was.
Yep.
Just weigh it again, control weight, make sure that the barrels are not filled up with old bicycles and stuff. And then we will be able to pay out the customer afterwards.
So are you guys doing that just for Dormer Pramet tools, or is it going to be any tools in the shop?
Any carbide tools.
Any carbide tools.
You can, all brands tool are welcome in our recycling program.
Okay.
So you don't have to be a massive customer for Dormer Pramet to actually use our recycling program. You just have to be a massive consumer of carbide.
Yeah. Or even if you're not, even so, I mean, there's no time limit to it, right?
Oh.
So get the program in. You have the barrel there.
Yeah.
If it takes you 6 months to fill up,
Doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
No.
I mean, why not get some reclaiming some of that spend?
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of dollars that you're spending on tooling, reclaim it back and get at least something.
Exactly.
Right?
And then on the web, I forgot to say that just before. On the web, the customer will also be able to see the price immediately.
Oh, okay.
So he will be able to see the monthly price for the carbide. And if he's not satisfied about the price, he can just wait a month and check it out again.
Yeah, because that's fluctuating, right? 'Cause it's like commodity.
Yeah, exactly.
So he can just log in and say, all right, I've got 500 pounds, 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Where it's at today, I want to risk it and roll it into next month and see if this pricing goes up a little bit, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's definitely cool.
And to be honest, the pricing is really high at the moment.
Yeah. So is that a good thing for them?
It's a good thing for the customers, you know.
Yeah, for them. And get the recycling program started. So you guys can't see it in the booth, but there is a recycling program showing the different types of things in an infographic. I think it's a great way for companies to, again, get some of their money back, reclaim it. So just from those two programs, you're saving people money, which is great. Providing them with a great tool that's going to last longer than competition and service around it, but then getting them money back in their pockets, which everybody loves that.
Exactly.
Freeing up cash flow.
Yeah.
You can give yourself a pat on the back for helping the environment, right? Recycling your stuff to be then made into other parts.
And when you start to do recycling, you will actually also be able to show your manager how much CO2 you have done, how much CO2 reduction you have done by following our recycling program.
Yeah. Wow.
So for the big accounts out there, this is as important for many of our customers as it is for us.
Yeah.
To be able to show the surroundings that we are we are a sustainable company.
Yeah.
We are thinking about the environment.
Yeah. So it's going to help them out. Plus they're able to put some quantifiable data behind it.
Yeah.
Right. And then everybody needs data to make decisions. It's no different than on the recycling thing. You can see that, track it, and measure it monthly. Hey, we're increasing the amount that we're recycling. I mean, that's a great thing for a company to be in.
It is.
So what were you most excited about before you came to IMTS this year? Were you like, I really can't wait to tell people about the DataMatrix side of things? Was that the highest on the list, or was it the food in Chicago, the weather?
I would say I come from Denmark, and the population in the country of Denmark is half the population of the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
So just that is amazing for me to experience. You know, that it's not that I haven't been in US before, but I walked here. I walked here from the hotel from Michigan Avenue to here Saturday just to experience the city.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
So the city was amazing, but talking about products, it will be evil to say that I'm more excited about one thing than the other. But the digital.
That's got to be the most exciting for people.
It's exciting because this is involving everybody.
Yeah.
This is involving the machine operator, the workshop manager, the CNC programmer, the purchase department. You know, everybody can see a benefit of this. The recycling program is very good for the business owner. It's very good for the environment.
Yep.
But the operators seems to they like the system. They like it's easy, but it's mostly the business owners that is
they're gonna jump on that. So when you get machinists here and programmers here that are walking by, you're gonna say, "Hey, want to talk to you about our new recycling program?" They're gonna turn off their ears. But if you say, "I got this tool with a QR code on it, you can scan it and rate it based on the wear and tear, and then put it back in inventory," they have to be like, "Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
What did you just say?"
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Because they've never heard it before. So now you have to educate the market on this is something new.
Absolutely.
And then I'm sure once it clicks, they're just so ecstatic about the possibilities.
Exactly. It's not that operators do not care about the sustainability journey that the whole globe is on right now.
Yep.
But I'm just saying, DataMatrix is really rocking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's because it doesn't. I feel like people, when they're walking IMTS and looking at new technology and new things, that's what they came to see, right?
Yeah.
And so they're trying to look at it from their lens or their perspective.
Exactly.
And if I'm a machinist or a programmer and I'm on the floor, cool, sustainability, agree with it. I'll pass the info on to my boss. But when you're talking about something that they are physically going to use and it's going to benefit them, they're just going to be more inclined to be like, okay, tell me more about this. And then from there, let's get in the shop. Then you've got a cheerleader at their company going to their boss saying, "You'll never believe what we just saw at the Dormer Pramet booth."
Exactly. So it's really exciting. It's really this is only the first tiny little step in this journey.
Okay.
You know, we will for sure develop some stuff that will eventually make the machines able to scan the tools itself and feed in the information about the tool into
an ERP system or something. Hey,
whatever, you know. It's just,
you guys will have to come 2026 IMTS for the unveiling of the next generation of this, which who knows what it could be. It may make the machine run for itself and no programmers. You never know. This team is so creative, and I love that we're here to document this and talk about this. Anything else you want to add before we close out the last day 3 of IMTS?
I would like to encourage everyone to come down here. We have the best barista in our corner over here. We have the best barista on the convention. So come down here, have a coffee with me, and let's talk about the future data on your tools.
And you guys better stick around for 2026. With this being released, you never know what's possible. So guys, live from the IMTS shop floor, Bits and Chips IMTS edition, day 3, wrapping it up. There's a lot of buzz at this booth. You guys need to stop by while you can if you're at the show. If you're not, go to their website, reach out to their sales team to learn more about all this information. We will catch you guys later.